I'm Weaponeer, and this right here is, it's just going to be a different kind of video. I'm going to be doing a lot more of the video reviews and video tips, and I got to tell you why. Now, the whole purpose behind this is, I've been doing the YouTube deal for a few years now, and I've learned by trial and error. So basically, I want to pass along some tips and tricks so you're not wasting money, you're not wasting time. You're able to go ahead and learn from my mistakes. So I'm going to give you tips and things like that. And basically, the whole reason is a lot of you guys have YouTube partnerships. Now, I do not. I used to, but I do not now, and I don't have any intention on getting a YouTube partnership anymore. I have everything I need. So I do the videos not for money. I do the videos to get the information out there, and basically it's entertaining to me as well. Since a lot of you guys are partners or want to be partners on for the YouTube partnership and get paid per click, well, what you can do is you can spend a little more time on the video itself. Use better lighting. Use better camera. There's a lot of tips and tricks that you can go ahead and use to make your videos stand out. The more your videos stand out, the more people that click on your videos. The more people that click on your videos, the more money you're going to make as a partner. So basically, if you want to make money, you got to spend a little bit in order to do it. So it's going to really come down to audio, visual between cameras, and really the lighting. The lighting is the big key factor. Now, one simple thing, this is a quick tip. Now, this is a cute little tip because right now it's winter time, and at least it is for me right now. You might be watching this 6 months from now. It won't be winter anymore. But what you can do is you can go to Walmart or anything like that, and you can pick up these little reflectors. Now, these are for the windshields to keep sun and cooking your car. Right now, this time of year, these are really cheap. What these things do is they make really good reflectors for lighting. And how this is used is basically what I do. I actually have one that's right on my table here. I got a table in front of me that I tend to use, and if I'm not using it, I just kind of push it out of the way. But what I do is I have a 2x4, and I just staple a 2x4 on the back of this, so it keeps it out like that. Well, when it's out like that, it's nice and stiff, and I can go ahead and use it to angle it. Now, the whole point behind this is you can go ahead and get these for a couple of bucks. And what you do is you use this as a filler for your face or for whatever products you're using. So right now, I've got a light above me. It's regular room light, and basically I can use that light to my benefit by bouncing it off the reflectors here and onto my face. By doing that, I'm not using more electricity. I'm not using a bigger light. I'm just using the light more efficiently. And by using this, I'm able to go ahead and use it to fill in shadows. One of the problems with YouTube, and people are using webcams and everything else to make your videos. Well, you can just use something as cheap as this, just to go ahead and put in front of you on your computer or whatever else, and use it to reflect a little bit of light on you. And what that does is it helps make you brighter, and if you're going to be brighter, it's going to look better on camera. Now, like I said, this is the cheap trick. I use this. It works great. It even works great outside. The movie studios, they have these big round ones, and they have a guy that stands there and he reflects the sunlight right onto your face, and it fills it in and makes you look better. So it works. It's been used for decades, and it's cheap. These are dirt cheap. So give it a try. This is going to work, and it's going to help you look just a little bit better. The other thing is, today, or actually it was early this morning, about 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm typically up really late, or early, depending on how you look at it. Depending on your point of view, I guess. And I noticed something. It's called a bubo. I didn't make the name up. called the Bubo, and for the guys out there that are using, you know, iPods, the new iPods with the cameras in them, or iPhones with the cameras in them, well, they make this thing. It's called the Bubo, and wild name, but the Bubo is basically it's a solid aluminum handle, and what you do is you take your iPhone or iPod with the camera in it, you take that and you stick it in this aluminum frame. And number one, the aluminum frame adds weight, and you know, when you have mass, it's easier to hold it still. And it also has a spot that threads a 35 millimeter lens adapter onto that. So you can go ahead and thread a 35 millimeter lens adapter onto that frame, onto that metal frame, and also have there's another microphone you can just go ahead and plug in and redirect the microphone straight forward, so you can take your iPhone and use that as an HD camera, which is actually a pretty slick idea. It works really well, and there's one guy that's already gone ahead and he purchased a cheap depth of field adapter from eBay, and he went ahead and he screwed that on there and screwed a regular primary, Canon primary lens, 50 millimeter primary lens, and he uses that as a depth of field adapter. So he has depth of field on his iPad or iPhone, which is amazing to me. I would have never thought about that. So basically, you can use whatever you have a little bit more effectively. The guys that got regular cameras and stuff like that, great. The better camera you have, the better your pictures are going to look. The more brighter the colors are going to be. When I switched from the regular HD to this camera right here, which is a JVC GZ HD6, and it's a 3CCD camera. 3CCD cameras pick up more colors, so there's more brightness and more separation of colors and things like that. Colors just look better. I can go ahead and take my lights here and I can turn them on and change colors, or depending on how I want to do that, and I can change it just about any color. And the lights actually look brighter, and they look, the color really comes out, and that's because of the 3CCD camera. Now, the camera that I'm using normally sold for $1,300 when it was brand new. You can go to eBay and you can get something like this for $200 or $300. It's not brand new, but it's going to make a big difference in the quality of your videos. And depending on if you're a partner or something like that, or want to be a partner, and you want to make money, well, that's basically the best way to do it. Is number one, upgrade your camera. If you upgrade your camera, you're going to automatically be upgrading your audio. And the other thing is, I recommend that if you go ahead and if you buy a different camera, feel free to ask questions. If you have a camera question or something like that, feel free to go ahead and ask the questions, and I'll go ahead and if I can answer it really quickly, I'll just go ahead and I'll post a response. If it requires more in-depth, or if it's something that really requires me to go ahead and do a video on it, I'll do a video response, just like I do for the weapons and things. One thing I look for in cameras is making sure that they have an audio in, mic in. And it's got that mic in plug, then you can go ahead and throw on any kind of mic you want, which you can use anything from one of these right here is a shotgun mic. This is a dirt cheap one, Radio Shack, and it sounds like it too. It's better than the mic that comes with the cameras, but at the same time, you get what you pay for. The ones a lot of people use are lavaliers, which is basically the clip-on mics, and normally you would hide that in your shirt, and that right there picks up the sound. Typically they're omnidirectional, so rather than directional with the shotgun mic. So there's a lot of different things you can do if you have a camera that has a mic in, or you can use what I'm using right now, which is the Rode video mic, which is working beautifully for me. So if you have any comments or questions about these kind of things, feel free to post it. I'm going to be doing more on lighting. I'm getting some more lights in. I'm going to be swapping out I have really good professional lights, and I don't use them right now because I'm in a small room. And a small room, you can hear the echo, and you can hear that reverb. And the fans, it's quartz halogen, and because it's a quartz halogen, they get hot real quick. Because of that, they got a fan in them, so that fan goes bzzz. In my early videos, you can hear that sound, and I had to basically, it was like a mosquito in your ear. You couldn't handle watching the video. So what I had to do is I had to go ahead and mask that sound with overly loud background music. And so you want to make sure you ask around before you go ahead and purchase things. That right there, not the greatest thing to be using for videos. The ones I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using Limco, and I'll be doing a video on them, and we're going to be using them basically exclusively. So you're going to be seeing some changes there. You'll be seeing some background changes. So we're going to be doing, I'm going to be ramping it up again. I'm going to keep on trying to do better work and see how far we can take this. And like I said, the video stuff that I do is basically just for you guys, is so you can go ahead and learn from my mistakes that I've made over the years and not make the same mistakes. Go ahead and start right out and do good work. Make your videos great. If your videos are great, you're going to get a lot of subs. If you get a lot of subs, and if you're a partner, you're going to automatically go ahead and be raking in some money. Depending on how many hits you get, and you have to have a really good setup, a really good thing to go ahead and talk about frequently in order to get a lot of money off of it. I didn't. Typically, it's low dollars, it's small change, but it's probably enough to go ahead and support your video habit. So, like I said, if you got any comments or questions, leave it below, and especially in relation to the video topics. Like I said, I'm going to be. It's not like the videos are going to be replacing the weapons. No, this is just another area that I also will be covering. I cover the gear, I cover the guns, I cover ammo. I cover a whole bunch of different things. So, the video is just another one of those things. So, having said that, I'm Weaponeer. I'll catch you in the next video.